Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields as we are just about ready to get started with some Hopkinton Hiller varsity softball, as today the Hillers take on the Medway Mustangs. This Hiller team on fire. They have already clinched a playoff spot. They are 10-2 on the season and looking very good. Great pitching, great hitting, great fielding, and they got it all going for them, and they look to continue their win streak here today. And it's also a Little League softball day here at the game, so they'll be celebrating some of the Little League softball players, and some of them are in attendance to take in the action, and it should be a very fun time for the future of this Hopkinton Hiller softball program. Tom Nappy on the call, Dave McCarthy on camera. We got Hiller softball going on. Hiller baseball just started up as well. They have a big one today. We got Dylan Hatherley on the call for that game, so grab yourself another monitor and get both games fired up. Dylan Hatherley and John Ritz on the call for that one. And we have a dual Hiller sports day here on this Friday as we are set to get things started. And we have the lineup. It looks like the starting pitcher is going to be Caitlin Ballas, a new face for the Hopkinton Hillers. Caitlin Ballas, I believe, is a call-up to this team, and she's getting the start out there in the pitcher circle. So I'm assuming she must have really impressed at the JV level. And, you know, it's been a very busy week for the Hillers. So they are going to give, I think, their starters a bit of a rest and see what Caitlin Ballas could do. But she is your starting pitcher out there today, wearing number 12. Her battery mate behind home plate is Caroline Osman. Over at first base, you got Tenley Wynn. Second base, Ava Davenport, as we are set to get started here. Shortstop is Zoe Levine. Over at third base, Bridget Rolecki, and more in a moment, as the first pitch of the game to Brianna Fraughton, a sophomore, is in there for a ball. Wind up and the pitch. A little low there. From left to right, Tegan Restaghini, Kate Reisenberger, and Elena Vallis. Your designated player is Callie Arthur. 3-0 count now. So congratulations to Caitlin Ballas getting the call up to the varsity team and getting her first start here today. But unfortunately, with the first hitter, it's going to be a walk. So a runner on for Medway. And yeah, this is a 5-game week it's been for the Hillers. And those, of course, for those that don't know, are incredibly rare. You don't see those that often. But a very busy week for the Hillers, so they didn't want to stress out their starting pitchers too much. So you have someone down at the JV level doing well. Give them the call up, see what they can do. A nice breaking pitch there at the plate. That is number 10, I believe, Hadley Farley. Wind up and the pitch. A little high. Correction, that is 18. That is Elia DeLucia. Well, sometimes the hair blocks the numbers to make everything fun. We're just getting the lineups in. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. So runner on first. Full count here. Big pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. How about a strikeout? one away in the inning. So nice way to get things started. Get the strikeout. Now you got Allison Fagan coming to the plate. We'll get you the Medway lineup in just a moment. Checking at first, runner back safe. So that last hitter, I was wrong on both of those. It was number 16, Gracie DeLucia, the senior, so she strikes out. But we have the lineup now, so no more guessing, fortunately for me. 2-0 the count. And a walk drawn. So that's going to put 2 on. So Brianna Fratton heads to second base. And heading over to first, Allison Fagan. And now coming up, you got Brianna Doyle. So let's take a look at that full lineup as we get a chat in the pitcher circle. Leading things off was Brianna Fratton. Then you had Gracie DeLucia, Oliver Frazier, the captain, hitting third, batting cleanup. She's up right now. Brianna Doyle hitting fifth. Olivia Frazier, one of the other captains on this Medway team. More in a moment. Swing and a miss. Hitting sixth, Allie Hamilton. Hitting seventh is Eva Breen. Eighth is Maggie Gerard. And ninth is Ella Grimes. That pitch a little outside. 1-1 the count. And we'll also be giving you some frequent updates on the baseball game. Big one today. Set to deliver. That pitch a little high. 2-1. And that one's going to get away. Both base runners are going to advance, and that's going to be a walk. So the bases are now loaded for Medway. Bit of a dangerous situation here. Now you have Olivia Frazier, the first baseman, stepping in. And a ball there. That one fouled away. 1-1. Back to the pitcher circle goes Ballas. Looks like she wants a new softball. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. Two and two. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's probably some nerves a little bit. It's her first game out there in the varsity uniform. And this is a slow roller up the middle. Picked up by the shortstop, flipped to home. It's not in time. So Medway does score a run. That's an infield single and an RBI for Olivia Frazier. So here's Allie Hamilton to the plate. Takes a strike. 0-2 the count. So Hiller Baseball has just tied things up. They're now knotted out 1 apiece. They're in the bottom of the first. And it's a cross TVL matchup for baseball Medway, but really it's right now the best team record-wise in the TVL small against one of the best in the TVL large. 1-2 the count here. That pitch a little low, 2-2. As far as the wind up and the pitch, and this is ripped up the middle, glove by the shortstop, throw home, got her! What a play by the shortstop. And that was just a great job by Zoe Levine, knew where to go with the ball, got a great out at home, and prevented the run from scoring. So that is a rare 6-2 fielder's choice. And now this pitch to Ava Breen is a ball. This Medway team very young. They lost a lot of seniors last year. They got 5 8th graders on the roster. That pitch down low, 1-1. Two and 0 the count. Here's a strike. Three and 1 now. And this is hit up the middle. Great play by the second baseman. The flip to first, she got her. Ava Davenport robbing a hit, I would say there. A 4-3 out. And despite the bases being loaded for Medway, not a whole lot of harm, only 1 run. We'll head to the bottom of the first on HCAM. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by WPC Pest Control. Don't tolerate, eliminate your pest problem. Find them online at nobugsnopests.com. Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are just about ready for the bottom of the first. We'll have the Hillers coming up to the plate. We'll get you their batting order in just a moment. On the mound for Medway, it's Allison Fagan getting the start, the senior captain. Elena Vallis set to start things off. She is the right fielder. And she will step in. Then you'll have Zoe Levine, the shortstop. Callie Arthur batting third. She's the designated player. Caroline Osmond hitting cleanup. She's the catcher. Tenley Wynn hitting fifth. She's the first baseman. Bridget Rolecki hitting sixth. She's the third baseman. Kate Reisenberger hitting seventh. She's the center fielder. Batting eighth, Ava Davenport, the second baseman. And Caitlin Ballas, the pitcher, is the flex. So here we go. The Hillers want to get the bats rolling and help out their rookie pitcher. Line up and the pitch. Hit high in the air, foul out of reach. 0-1 the count. Wind up in the pitch. Down low. Absolutely beautiful day for softball. Temperatures in the high 50s. The HCAM Weather Center reading at 59 degrees. That pitch inside. And our meteorologist Dave McCarthy agrees. Beautiful day out here today. There's a strike. 2-2. Three and two. Big pitch coming up here. And she gets a piece of this one, right side, and foul. Just out of the reach of the first baseman, Olivia Frazier. Full count remains. And fouled away. How about that? You got Elena Vallis leading things off, and really a good battle here with Sarah Fagan, the pitcher. And this is on the ground, past the shortstop. Into left field it goes. And how about a single to get things started for Vallis? That was a really hard hit ball by Vallis. Just tattooed that thing right up the middle. And now you got Zoe Levine stepping in. That pitch in there for a strike. Runner takes off, and a stolen base for Vallis. And we'll talk about the base running for the Hiller softball team in a moment. It is certainly a big threat, especially when they have pretty much anyone on. And that pitch gets away. Throw to third, not in time. What a nice slide by Vallis. So she steals second, takes third on a bit of a pass ball there. She knows when to take off. She has all kinds of speed, and this Hiller team, they can manufacture some runs. That pitch up high. Fouled away. Looks like we get time called. A little outside there. That's going to fill up the count. So this Hiller team, they could steal 58 for 62 on stolen base attempts. That has to be towards the top of the TVL. A swing and a miss there. Out number one. That'll bring up Callie Arthur, the designated player. So Elena Vallis, big threat to steal. 8 for 9 coming into today's game on stolen bases. So now she's officially 10 for 11. That pitch down low. Speaking of people that can hit the ball, Callie Arthur certainly one of those. She's hitting a .522 on the season, .560 on base percentage. Has driven in 9 runs, scored 9. Gets a piece of that one, but it's foul. Take you around the Medway diamond. Got Allie Fagan on the hill. Brenna Frotton is the catcher. Wind up in the pitch. And this is driven in the air to right field. Caught. Runner from third is going to tag. Throw in, cut off, and there'll be no throw home. And we are tied at 1. A sacrifice RBI flyout for Callie Arthur. That'll bring up Caroline Osmond with the bases clear. So continuing around the diamond for Medway at first base, Olivia Frazier, Allie Hamilton at second base, shortstop Gracie DeLucia, third base Brenna Doyle, wind up in the pitch. There's a strike. Brenna Doyle, third baseman, and then left to right, you got Ella Grimes, Ava Breen, Maggie Gerard. Rounds out your Medway diamond. And this is hit high in the air, right side, and caught. That ball is driven back, but stays in the yard and is caught for the third out. And we are heading to the second inning with the game tied at 1 apiece. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. Welcome back. We are in the second inning. Maggie Gerard stepping in, the right fielder. And she'll take a strike. Line up and the pitch. There's a breaking pitch. A little outside, says the umpire. 1-1. So again, you got Caitlin Ballas on the hill today. First start of the season. Fouled away. I'll tell you, she's got some good velocity. And this Hiller team, they are a strong group. They have more pitching than most teams have. A strike out there. Caitlin Ballas' second strikeout of the game. Ella Grimes stepping in, the catcher. The left fielder. Fouled away. The 0-1, up high. This Medway team 0-7 on the season so far. They're still looking for their first win. Again, Medway, very, very young team. 5 8th graders on the roster. I'll tell you though, they got a bright future. They got some good talent. in that young group. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. And how about another strikeout? Well, I think we're starting to see Caitlin Ballas get into a rhythm now. She struggled a bit in that first inning, but she's starting to feel it out there. Here's Brianna Frotton, the catcher. Wind up and the pitch. That one got away. I think she just threw that pitch to make me look bad. She winds and deals, swing and a miss. A nasty breaking pitch. Hiller baseball game in the bottom of the second. Looks like the Hiller is threatening in that game. As they have some men on base. I believe it's bases loaded. Breaking pitch down low. We encourage you to tune in to both games. It should both be a great time today. Or if you're around town, come on down. It's absolutely beautiful weather here at the turf fields. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. Full count. Now it's a full count. Scoreboard was off there. This Hiller team they picked up big wins. They got a couple of TVO large wins this week against Norwood and Holliston. Walk drawn there. Frotton draws her second walk of the game. And now you got Gracie DeLucia coming up, the shortstop. And she gives this one a ride over to left center. That'll drop down for a base hit. Lead runner heading to third. She'll stop there. But a nice piece of hitting by the shortstop, a double. There is 2 outs in the inning, however. But you got Allie Fagan stepping to the plate. Allie Fagan, the pitcher and captain, big threat. To the set, up high. One and oh the count. There's a strike. A nice piece of hitting by the shortstop, a double. There is 2 outs in the inning, however. That's down low. 2-1 count. Fagan, the pitcher and captain, big threat. And this is hit in the air. That's going to be trouble. Drops into center field. 1 run is in. Here comes another. And a 2 RBI double for Hagen. Allison Fagan, a nice piece of hitting. Two more in for Medway as the bats rallying. We'll see what the leash is with Ballas. I know the Hillers have had a busy week, but this is certainly a game you want to certainly try to get the victory here. We had Tenley Wynn come in on Wednesday. She pitched an inning. So perhaps she's an option. She looked pretty good in that inning as well. She pitched the final inning to close out that game against Holliston. But we'll see if Ballas could settle down. She's really starting to hit her spots, but these Medway bats, they could be dangerous. But the Hillers, they're not afraid to give up a couple runs. They know they can strike right back. Line up in a pitch to Doyle, and that's a ball. 2-1. And this is hit in the air. That's going to drop into center field. Lead runner being waved around. Here she comes, and Fagan will score another Medway run. An RBI single for Doyle. All this damage done with 2 outs. And here comes Coach Alberry. I think she really wants ballast to get through this inning. You got Olivia Frazier, the first baseman, coming up next. And Addie Walls is someone that the Hillers are anxiously awaiting to come back. She has dealt with some injuries. We saw her be used as a courtesy runner the other day. We do not know if she has been cleared to pitch. Here comes Olivia Frazier. A 4-1 Medway lead. Line up and the pitch. Down low, got away from the catcher. Runner at first advances. Advance on the wild pitch. Addie Walls is someone that the Hillers are anxiously awaiting to come back. She is a pitch up high. With some injuries. Set to deliver. Down low. That one outside. 3-1 the count. Up the middle, past the reach of the pitcher, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first, they get the out. 4-3, 4 out number 3, but not before Medway plates 3 runs. They lead it 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the second on HCAM. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The Dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Bottom of the second inning, Hillers looking to respond after a 3-run Medway. Top of the second.
Watch that one, a huge strikeout for the Hillers early on.
Allison Fagan, the senior, on the mound, set to pitch to Tenley Wynn. A ball there. 1-0 the count. Make that 2-0.
Base hit into shallow left field.
That's fouled away. 2-1.
Play at the plate, but the relay was not in time. So no play at the plate after all. That was Eric Tell again with his second hit in.
Line up and the pitch. Down low. Up in there for a strike, says the umpire. 2-2. Tenley Wynn, she's been hitting the ball well. Falls that one away. On the season, 381 batting average for Tenley. Line up and the pitch. Down low. 458 on base percentage. And ball there. Full count. Set to deliver. Fouled away. Oh, catcher nearly had it. The battle continues. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. One away. I'll bring up Bridget Rolecki. Third baseman stepping in. Kate Reisenberger due up next. Ooh, swing and a miss there. 0-1. I'll tell you, Allie Fagan's got some good stuff on the mound for Medway. Hit in the air, right side, and foul. Fagan set to deal, up high. Hiller baseball update, a 3-1 Medway lead. They're in the third inning at the baseball game, so Hiller baseball has some work to do. That pitch down low. Set to deal, down low. Full count now. She winds and deals, hit on the ground left side, takes a couple hops, glove by the shortstop, and she'll reach with the infield single. Nice piece of hitting by Bridget Rolecki there. And Rolecki hitting a .514 coming into this game, .548 on base percentage, 13 RBIs, 13 runs. She's been incredible with the softball bat. As Kate Reisenberger steps in. 375 for Kate. Pulls back the bunt, runner taking off. Throw to second, not in time. Stolen base for Bridget Rolecki. And that is her 7th steal of the season. Now 7 for 8. And stolen base attempts. A swing and a miss. Wind up and the pitch. And this is driven right to the first baseman for the out. Well, Olivia Frazier in the right spot at the right time. That's going to bring up Ava Davenport. Actually, this is Tegan Restaghini at the plate, it looks like. It's Tegan Restaghini getting swapped into the lineup. Oh, and 2 the count. Wind up and the pitch. Hit high in the air and caught by the shortstop for the out. And that will wrap up the second inning. We are heading to the top of the third. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hiller Varsity Softball on HCAM. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. New pitcher for the Hillers, and they move some athletes around the lineup as well. You got Kate Reisenberger out there to take over. So she comes in to take over for the rookie Caitlin Ballas. You know, that was a good effort by Ballas. You know, first she got the start today, first start in a varsity uniform. She goes out there against a potent Medway lineup and did a pretty nice job for her first start, and a great job getting called up from the JV program. So due up this inning for Medway is Allie Hamilton, Ava Breen, and Maggie Gerard. Face Kate Reisenberger. Reisenberger has pitched well for the Hillers this season and has done a good job filling in with the absence of Addie Walls. Ellen Stomberg, she's another candidate who we've seen pitch a good amount this season. I'm not sure if she's available today or not, but perhaps we'll see her get in this game if needed. Wind up and the pitch. A little low there. Set to deliver. Fouled away. Yeah, Reisenberger's going to bring a bit more velocity than you saw out of Ballas. And, of course, Ballas will get there. Ballas, a young athlete for the Hillers, and she'll just continue to get better and better. She has certainly some very promising stuff out there and will have a big role, I think, on this Hiller team in the future. Wind up and the pitch. And a walk there. So Allie Hamilton heads down to first base, and now we got Ava Breen. Wind up and the pitch. It's a bunt. Slow roller right up the first baseline. Throw to first. Did they get her? No. It looks like the umpire's saying the first baseman pulled off the bag. That is debatable. I think Medway got a bit of a break there. But in any case, 2 on, no outs. Maggie Gerard to the plate. Medway in business, looking to add on to their 4-1 lead. They're looking to pull off a shocker here this afternoon. Hiller baseball making some noise with the bats. A big hit just occurring in the bottom of the third. Got Dylan Hatherley and John Ritz on the call for that game. Throw to third and try to get the runner. And they got her. Caught stealing is Allie Hamilton. And I'll tell you, that's a little risky there. You got 2 on, no outs. Everything going for you. And that right there might have just shifted the momentum. I'll tell you what, Caroline Osmond, one of the best catchers, if not the best, in the TVL. And she is someone that you do not want to try stealing on all that often. And Medway, I think, just found out the hard way there. But that was a perfect throw. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Well, no, that's a strikeout. Scoreboard was off. 2 away. Nice strikeout by Reisenberger. Here comes Ella Grimes to the plate. Left fielder. And the lefty. Lefty takes that one for ball 1. One and oh the count. Takes that one low. 2-0. Reisenberger delivers. There's a strike. 2-1. Strike 2. Set for the 2-2. Down low. Big pitch coming up here. Full count. Oh, just misses. Walk drawn. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the order. Brianna Frotton stepping in. And she gets a piece of this one right back to the pitcher. Throw to first, not a problem. 1-3 for out number 3. And the Hillers hold Medway scoreless in that third inning. We are heading to the bottom of the third. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hiller Varsity Softball live on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you. And by Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Beaumain has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Beaumain Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, is something for everyone.
Bottom of the third inning. Hiller's trying to get the bats going. David Davenport stepping in. And that's fouled off. David Davenport, second baseman for the Hillers, and she has been hitting the ball relatively well. A .390 batting average, .490 on base percentage. 9 RBIs, 19 runs scored. 0-2 the count. Set to deliver. A little high. One of the things that Coach Alberry does with this softball program that has really helped them have success, she's not afraid to put anybody in there. If you got talent and you show it, you're going to get your opportunity. And she knows that these Hiller bats, they can fight back down a bit. And that's what they'll certainly have to do in this game in order to get another notch in the win column. But they're not afraid of being in those situations. Wind up and the pitch. Just misses. Full count. Set to deliver. Oh, I don't think she held there. Strike three. One away, top of the order now for the Hillers. Elena Vallis set to step in. Elena Vallis, 240 hitter, 472 on base percentage. 13 runs scored, 7 RBIs. She's pretty good at finding ways to get on base. Takes that one low. Hiller baseball update. Hiller baseball now up 4-3. They're in the fourth inning. Got two suspenseful games going on between Hopkinton and Medway. That pitch down low. And this is going to take a couple hops up the middle. Glove by the shortstop. Throw over, gets away. And Vallis going to keep on going to second base. Gets there with ease. And nicely done by Elena Vallis. She'll reach on the error. And she is in scoring position with one out. Zoe Levine to the plate. Well, Zoe, she's been incredible with the bat. 500 batting average, 574 on base percentage, 4 homers, 21 RBIs, 20 runs. And she gets a little piece of this one, little trickler up the third base side, and everybody's going to be safe. A little indecisiveness from the third baseman, and everybody is safe. Yeah. Brianna Doyle didn't know where to go with it. She knew Vallis had some speed, and I think she was fearing that if she went to first, Vallis was going to try to score, but you got to get it out in that play. Here's Callie Arthur. And a little bit of a challenge from Vallis over at third base. He threatened. Vallis has stolen home before. She has incredible speed. Pretty much anything in the outfield, you'll get the run. A little high there. But if the ball gets by the catcher, she's going. Callie hitting a 522 coming into today's game. 560 on base percentage. Well, back and forth in the Hiller baseball game. Looks like the Medway bats now making some noise. Dylan and John, they got themselves some action. And we do too, as this is hit in the air right center, and that is going to drop. Here comes one run around to score. Second run being waved around. Levine will score, and she'll now slide into third. A 2 RBI triple for Callie Arthur. Talk about getting your team back in the game. She tattooed that ball and went flying around the bases to end up at third base. Here comes Caroline Osmond to the plate. Chance to tie the game here. Down low. Right up and the pitch. Breaking pitch. That wouldn't quite break, a little high. 2-0. Set to deliver. Hit high in the air, right side, and foul. Just foul. There we go. Got the youth softball teams coming in here. Looks like they just got through with their game. Two and one the count. On the ground, up the middle, through the gap it goes, and we are tied. An RBI single for Caroline Osmond. Callie Arthur around to score, and the Hiller is in business. That'll bring up Tenley Wynn. Tenley Wynn, she has been hitting very well. 381 on the season, 458 on base percentage, 11 RBIs to her credit. We got a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner coming in for Osmond. Fouled away into the backstop. I want to say it's Addie Walls over there, number 5. David checked for me, but he dropped his jacket. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss, and the runner taking off. Slide into second, she's safe. What a great slide there. So the go-ahead run on second base for the Hillers. Swing and a miss. A big strike there. And that is an out. So strikeout for Tenley Wynn, and now you got Bridget Rolecki stepping in. Puts this one on the ground, first base side, right to the first baseman. She'll step on the bag, get the out, a 3 unassisted ground out. And we are going to head to the top of the fourth, but the Hopkinton Hillers played 3 runs in the inning, and they tie things up. It's knotted at 4-4 as we head to the top of inning number 4. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. Welcome back. We are ready for the top of the 4th inning. Shortstop stepping in, Gracie DeLucia. She is 1 for 2 today, had a double and scored a run in the 2nd inning. Kate Reisenberger out there for her 2nd inning of work after Caitlin Ballas made her debut. There's a strike. Tom Nappy happy to be on the call with you. Dave McCarthy on camera. And we're tied at 4-4 in the 4th inning. Hit in the air, fouled away. Hiller baseball with a similar score. Medway has actually pulled back ahead. They lead at 5-4 in the 4th. Medway leading the Hillers. This is driven in the air, right side, and caught by Callie Arthur for the first out. No problem. Yeah, nice job by Callie ranging over to corral that one in. Now you got the pitcher coming up. Is Allison Fagan. On the ground, third base side, picked up, throw over, got her. 5-3 for out number 2. Throw a little low, but a great job over at first base, corralling it in. Yeah, nicely done by Tenley Wynn. A good job by Rolecki getting that to her just in time. This is hit in the air. Left center, off the fence it goes. That was nearly left the ballpark. Throw to second, and she's safe. Just got there in time. A 2-out double for Brianna Doyle. And that is going to bring up Olivia Frazier, the third baseman. Or excuse me, first baseman. That one down low. That called a strike anyway. Just in that strike zone, says the home plate umpire. This is hit in the air. That drops into left field, and here comes a Medway run. And that is an RBI double for Olivia. I'll tell you, this Medway team, they can hit. They're not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. Good piece of hitting by Frazier. Especially the middle of that lineup. They're dangerous. So Medway back ahead, and guess what? We have the same exact score as the Hiller Medway baseball game right now. Both games 5-4. That is a rarity. Allie Hamilton at the plate. Fouled away. Wind up and the pitch. Slow roller left side, picked up by Relecki. Throw over, got her. 5-3, 4 out, number 3. And we are heading to the bottom of the 4th. With Medway leading 5-4, but the Hillers coming up on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Hillers find themselves down by a run. They'll look to make some noise with the bats. And this is a good start. Hit in the air, right side, but foul. It's Kate Reisenberger at the plate. She came in last couple innings ago to take over on the mound. She was in the lineup initially as well. Swing and a miss. Up high. 1-2 is the count. Swing and a miss, out number 1. I'll bring up Tegan Restaghini. Restaghini, left fielder. She had a couple nice hits in that 23-run win against Holliston. Restaghini, a 333 batting average, or 333 batting average on the season, 500 on base percentage. Hasn't had many opportunities at the plate, but has certainly had quite a few lately, and you can see why. She gets some distance on that one, but it's caught in center field. There's out number 2. Now Ava Davenport set to step in. We got a good, some good back and forth contests here today at Hopkinton High School. As I mentioned, the Hiller baseball game also 5-4 game. They're in the bottom of the 4th, and we're a 5-4 game here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike. I'm sure I could probably count only on one hand how many times that has happened. Well, both teams are at the turf. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 the count. Davenport has struck out so far. She asks for time here. It's granted. Be top of the order if Davenport shall reach. And gets a good piece of this one, right side, and that's going to drop. Here she goes to second base. She's going to keep on going to third base. Throw in is cut off, and it's a triple for Ava Davenport. Got a great piece of that ball. Gave it a ride all the way to the fence it goes. And she's aboard with a stand-up triple. And Elena Vallis coming to the plate. Vallis has reached both times. She got a plate appearance today. Down low. Line up and the pitch. Popped up, right side, caught. The game is going to remain a 5-4 Medway lead as we will head to the top of the 5th. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball live on HCAM. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by WPC Pest Control. Don't tolerate, eliminate your pest problem. Find them online at nobugsnopests.com. Welcome back. We are ready for the top of the 5th inning. Ava Breen, the center fielder, at the plate for Medway. A pitch down low from Reisenberger. There's a strike. It's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for Medway. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Set to deliver. Down low. 2 and 2. Line up and the pitch. Strike 3, got her. 1 away. Due up next, Maggie Gerard, the right fielder. She has struck out both times at the plate today. After Gerard, it's Ella Grimes due up. Puts this one on the ground, right back to Reisenberger. Throw to first, not a problem. 1-3 for out number 2. Hiller baseball update. Hillers have tied it at 5-5. Well, it seems whatever the score is in the baseball game, that score ends up happening here. So maybe it's the Hiller softball team's turn to tie it up. Down low. Ella Grimes has struck out and walked so far today. That pitch a little high. Swing and a miss. Down low. 3-1 the count. And gets a piece of this one. Slow roller. Rolecki, throw over. Yes. 5-3 for out number 3. And we are heading to the bottom of the 5th. With the score, Medway 5, Hillers 4. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM.
Deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisor.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back. We are ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. Good part of the order for the Hiller Bats to get going. Zoe Levine, Callie Arthur, Caroline Osmond due up. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Fouled away. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled away. 0-2. I'll tell you, it's been a very well pitched game as this is hit in the air over to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. heading to second, now heading to third as the ball rolls in, and that is a stand-up triple for Zoe Levine. What a great piece of hitting there. That's her second hit of the day. And that'll bring up Callie Arthur with a chance to drive in the game-tying run. Well, Zoe came into today's game hitting a .500 with 4 homers, 21 RBIs, 20 runs, and looks like she might just keep adding on to that batting average. Fouled away. There's another great hitter, Callie Arthur. She's 1 for 1 with a sacrifice RBI flyout. Had a 2 RBI triple in the third inning that scored Elena Vallis and Zoe Levine to tie the game at 4 apiece at the time. And now a chance to retie it here. That'll get away, and the runner from third slides in. She's safe. We're tied. So Levine advancing on the pass ball. And coming around to score. And we are knotted 5-5 in the 5th. Funny enough, it was a 1-1 game through the first. We've had a lot of that today. Up the right side, foul. And a ball there. Yeah, we had a 1-1 game through the first. We had the Hillers plate 3 runs in the third. It was 4-4 in the fourth. Now it's 5-5 in the 5th. Here's your game summary. And this is hit high in the air, right side. See you later. Callie Arthur goes yard, and the Hillers take the lead. Absolutely crushed it.
Played 3 runs in the third, 4-4 in the fourth. Now it's 5-5 in the 5th. Here's your game summary. This is hit high in the air, right side.
Callie Arthur absolutely tattooed that pitch. And that is her first home run of the season. 12th Hiller home run overall. And I'll tell you, I'm surprised it's her first. She's had a lot of close calls, but is finally able to grab the long-awaited home run. And now we got Caroline Osmond stepping to the plate. Well, that's how you take the lead in style. And guess what? The Hiller baseball team has just taken a 6-5 lead as well. So both games at 6-5. So we have all kinds of craziness with number trends, and this baseball and softball game seem to be matching scores quite a bit. Wind up and the pitch. This is a liner up the right side. That's going to get through. A nice single for Osmond, and here comes the Hiller bats. Still no outs in the inning.
Games at 6. We have all kinds of craziness with numbers.
Tenley Wynn stepping to the plate. We're going to get a courtesy runner. Addie Walls coming out to run for Osmond. Yeah, looks like a bunt there, foul. Runner on first, still no outs. Hillers have claimed the lead thanks to a solo shot from Callie Arthur. That followed a Zoe Levine run on a wild pitch, and she'll take second. This is what the Hillers have been waiting for, to get in rally mode. That's Osmond's fourth stolen base of the season. She's a perfect 4 for 4 with steal attempts. Dave's got his rally cap on. I think it worked. 1-2 the count. Well, Hiller baseball now leading 7-5. Let's see if we can tie it here. Tie the baseball score. This is hit in the air. It's dropped. Lead runner gonna head to third, and yeah, it was in foul territory. So Medway catches a break there. They are certainly happy about that. 1-2. Tenley win 0 for 2 on the day. She's looking for to break that 0 for 2 streak. Fouls that one away. Tenley has struck out both times at the plate today, but hitting very well on the season. 381 batting average coming into today's game, 458 on base percentage. Hits this one in the air, right side, foul territory, and caught. Throw to third, and she's safe. So the runner tags and heads to third. First out of the inning. So nice sacrifice fly out there for Tenley to push up that runner. Now you got Bridget Relecki coming to the plate. She's 1 for 2 today. Had a single and stole a base back in the second inning. Down low. Well, Hiller baseball update. They now lead at 8-5. Line up and the pitch. And this is ripped up the middle. Here comes another Hiller run. And that is an RBI single for Bridget Relecki. Caroline Osmond around to score. And the Hillers now lead at 7-5. Kate Reisenberger due up. She steps in, 0 for 2 so far today. Squaring a bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball, runner from first, going, safe. Bridget Relecki with another steal. How about Bridget? 7 for 8. And still actually make that 7 for 8 coming in 8 for 9 now on stolen base attempts. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Takes that one outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And there's strike 3, 2 away. Tegan Restaghini set to step in. Restaghini 0 for 2. She's flown out a couple times. That sun setting. Got it right in our vision. Also, Coach Albury kind of shielding it from her face as well. Down low. Yeah, those 5 o'clock start times, it can be a little rough sometimes, sun-wise. Fortunately, I got Dave in front of me. I could use him as my shield. That pitch outside. 3-0 the count. And that is a strike. 3-1, says the home plate umpire. Puts this one up the middle. Glove by the shortstop, throw over. They'll get the out. And that'll wrap up the top of the 5th. 6-3 for out number 3, but not before Caroline Osmond scores the third winner. It was started off with Zoe Levine, a triple. She scored on a pass ball. Then Callie Arthur, a solo shot. Caroline Osmond would be driven in by Bridget Relecki, and the Hillers lead it 7-5 as we head to the top of the 6th on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Maine Pizza Bar and Grill. For over 25 years, Maine has been serving great quality food for the whole family, featuring hand-tossed pizzas, paninis, pasta dishes, and a variety of unique appetizers. Enjoy a casual dining room or relax at a comfortable bar with signature cocktails, fine wines, and 16 beers on tap. Maine Pizza Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks, is something for everyone.
All right, here we go. Top of the 6th. Hillers up 7-5. Breaking baseball news. Hiller baseball now leading Medway 12-5 in the 5th inning. So Hiller baseball having a rally. Dylan Hatherley, John Ritz with the call of that game. We have that live for you as well. Hope you're tuned in to both. It's been an exciting game here also. There's a strike. At the plate, it's the catcher, Brianna Frotton, sophomore. Kate Racenberger came into the game after 2 innings. Throw to first, no problem. 6-3 for out number 1. After 2 innings from Caitlin Ballard, and has really settled this Medway lineup down. That'll bring up Gracie DeLucia, the shortstop, or DeLucia, excuse me. Wind up in the pitch, fouled away. Set to deliver. Fouled away. 0-2. Yeah, this Medway team, they don't have a win yet this season, but they've had a lot of close games. They got some pretty good bats in their lineup. That pitch a little high. Down low. 2-2. Yeah, but the Hillers beat in that D1 bracket for the state tournament. You certainly want to rack up all the wins you possibly can. Try to get the best seed you can. So that's fouled away. The Hillers had a lot of great non-league games and some good competition that helped them out as well. And they'll continue to try to move up those rankings. And we'll take you through the softball standings in a little bit. As this is a slow roller left side. Throw over, not a problem. 5-3, 4 out, number 2. Nice throw over by Relecki. Now bring up Allie Fagan, the pitcher. Allie has walked a couple times and grounded out. This is hit in the air, and that'll drop in for a 2-out hit. Well, Medway, they've gotten some rallies going with 2 outs, so you want to be careful here. You got the dangerous middle of their order coming up now. Brianna Doyle, the third baseman, who is 2 for 2 with a walk. Dangerous hitter here. That pitch up high, checking at first, runner back safe. Look at that throw up the line by Osmond. She winds and deals, popped up, right side, out of reach. 1-1. Set to deliver. Down low, gets away from the catcher. Runner from first takes off. She advances. Wild pitch there. Here, the Medway bench getting loud. You know, they need some runs. Inside. 3-1 now. Yeah, you got Olivia Frazier up next. Fouled away. That'll fill up the count. Big pitch coming up here. Oh, a little low. Walk drawn. 2 on, 2 outs. Caroline Osmond will head to the mound to give some words of wisdom. Now you got Olivia Frazier coming up. She has an RBI single, an RBI double, and is grounded out today. Dangerous hitter. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Down low. And checking at second, runner back safe. Not a lot of catchers will make that throw, but Osmond will. Here's the 2-0. And this is a slow roller back to the pitcher. Throw to first. They get the out. Well done by the Hillers there. A 1-3 out. 4 out, number 3. And the Hillers maintain their 7-5 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Phipps Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated independent agency located in Hopkinton. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance has provided competitively priced, time-tested coverage tailored to individuals' needs. Specializing in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance, they are deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Whether you're new to the area or a lifelong resident, you'll benefit from the trusted advice of their professional service advisor.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toontime has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toontime, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Hillers would love to add some insurance. Stepping in. And a bunt there, and nearly caught but dropped. Wind up and the pitch, and that is fouled off by Ava Davenport. 0-2 the count on Davenport. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1. Top of the order now for the Hillers. Elena Vallis set to step in. Vallis has had a nice day at the plate. She singled, reached on an error, and scored a couple runs. That's fouled away. Has also flown out. The umpire coming to the Hiller bench to grab some new softballs. Hiller baseball still in the bottom of the 5th, 12-5 score in that game. That pitch a little high. Wind up and the pitch. Just a little bit high. 2-1. Fagan set to deliver, and this is hit high in the air, right side, and caught by the second baseman. 2 away. So Levine will step to the plate. Well, Medway will be down to their final 3 outs next inning. Hillers would like to add some security, and they do have a good part of their lineup coming up to do that. If Levine reaches, Callie Arthur would be due up next. I think the mound might have had a little wiggle there. There's a strike. Here's the 0-1. Little high. 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Set to deliver. Strike two. 2-2. Vine 2 for 3 at the plate today. Single, tripled, scored 2 runs. Fouled away, the battle continues. Three-two pitch. Hit high in the air towards right center, and that is going to leave the ballpark. A home run. Zoe Levine puts the Hillers up by 3. Absolutely crushed. That ball looked like it was going to maybe drop right in front of the fence. It just got out. What a blast by Zoe Levine. And that's exactly what the Hillers wanted there. And that is Zoe's 5th home run of the season. And speaking of home runs, here's Callie Arthur. She had a home run last inning. Takes that one high. It was her first home run of the season last inning. A little high there. Swing and a miss. Okay, got a little piece of it. 2-1. Up the middle, past the reach of the shortstop. A 2-out single for Callie Arthur. And that'll bring up Caroline Osmond, who's always a threat. Osmond 2 for 3 on the day, pair of singles, including an RBI single in the 3rd. Also has a stolen base to her credit. And has scored a run. Hillers looking for more insurance here. Down low. Speaking of insurance, Hiller baseball now leading 14-5 in the 5th inning. Ripped up the left side, gets away from the third baseman, everybody's safe. Tough. That was a tough ball to make a play on. That was tattooed up the left side. And I'll bring up Tenley Wynn. Hit high in the air, right side, caught. And that'll wrap up the bottom of the 6th, but not before Zoe Levine goes yard to put the Hillers up by 3. We head to the top of the 7th. Medway Mustangs down to their final 3 outs next on HCAM.
HCAM programming is supported by viewers like you and by Western Nurseries. Since 1923, Western Nurseries has been rooted in a passion for plants and community. The family business has grown from its beginnings in Weston to become a trusted name across Massachusetts. Western Nurseries offers one of the area's best selections of hardy landscape-sized plants, quality gardening and hardscape products, and expert advice you can trust. With locations throughout the region and over a century of experience, Western Nursery continues to help communities grow beautifully.
This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. Welcome back. We are ready for the top of the 7th. Medway down to their final 3 outs. We got a new pitcher out there for the Hillers. Ellen Stomberg takes over on the hill. And with a busy week, it's been really her and Reisenberger, and good to see her back out there. I think you'll see her pitch in a lot of the upcoming Hiller games this season. They got some tough matchups coming up. At the plate, it's Allie Hamilton, the second baseman. Swing and a miss. We actually got a pinch hitter. This is Hadley Farley at the plate. Swing and a miss. And that is one away. Ava Breen and Maggie Gerard due up next. She winds and deals. A little high. There's a strike. Strike 2, 1-2. Stomberg looking strong out there. Slow roller up the first base side, foul. Ava Breen, 1 for 2 today. A little high there, full count. Walk drawn. Maggie Gerard set to step to the plate. And all right, I don't know what this is about, or maybe she got a piece of it. I don't know what this is about, but in any case, there's strike 3. All right, so instead of a walk, she gets a strikeout. 2 away. I think the count was off, perhaps. In any case, we'll take it. Maggie Gerard to the plate. That pitch a little high. Hiller is 1 out away from closing it out and grabbing the 8-5 win. Down low. 2-0. Swings there, 2-1. Up the first base side foul. Inside. Full count now. Big pitch here. There's strike 3, and that'll do it. What a way to end it. A strikeout of Maggie Gerard, and Ellen Stomberg will actually get the rare save. You don't see saves too often in softball, but you can mark Ellen Stomberg down for a save as the Hillers will take it 8-5. They were behind early on, but the bats made some noise. Big home runs and hits out of Zoe Levine, Callie Arthur, and a couple others, and they got rolling, and they take the victory 8-5 over Medway. Hillers now 11-2 on the season. Medway falls to 0-8. Hopkinton scores 8 runs on 12 hits, committing no errors. And the young Medway Mustangs score 5 runs on 8 hits, committing 3 errors. It was a good team performance. You had Caitlin Baus make her debut on the mound, and she struggled a little bit, but had some good pitches, and always good to get those first few innings out of the way in the big show. And I'm sure we'll see Baus down the road more often. She certainly has some good stuff on that pitcher's mound. And then Kate Riesenberger came in and tamed this Medway lineup, pitching 4 solid innings. And then Ellen Stomberg closes it out and finishes, plus earns the save as the Hillers take the win by a final of 8-5. A big thank you to Dave McCarthy for his incredible camera work. And for everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, Hillers victorious over Medway by a final of 8-5. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.